Why listening to English can speed up your learning journey. Hey there, today I'm going to share a super easy tip that can completely change how you learn English. It's something so simple but often overlooked, and it will help you improve faster than you think. The best part? You can start right now. That's right, we're going to talk about listening. Listening is one of the most effective ways to get better at English, and I'm going to show you why and how to use it to make quick progress. Have you ever felt stuck while learning English? Maybe you've been studying for months or even years, but you feel like you're not improving as fast as you want. It's frustrating, right? But here's some good news. Listening can help you break through that wall. Listening helps with everything. Pronunciation, vocabulary, understanding, and most importantly, it boosts your confidence. Let me ask you this. Have you ever tried to speak English and felt nervous? Maybe you were worried you wouldn't understand the other person, or maybe you were afraid of making mistakes. Trust me, you're not alone. But guess what? The more you listen to English, the less nervous you'll feel. Listening is like practicing for real conversations, but without the pressure. It helps you feel more comfortable and ready when it's your turn to speak. Think about how you learned your first language. Did you start with grammar books and vocabulary lists? No, you learned by listening to people around you, your parents, your friends, even TV shows. Over time, without even realizing it, you learn to understand and speak your native language. It's the same with English. Listening is where it all begins. It's the foundation for everything else. So how can you use listening to improve your English? It's simple. The first step is to make it a habit. I'm not asking you to listen for hours every day. Just 10 or 15 minutes is enough. But the key is to do it every day. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You do it regularly to keep your teeth clean, right? Listening to English every day is the same. It keeps your language skills sharp, and the more you do it, the faster you'll improve. And here's something important. You don't need to listen to boring stuff. In fact, it's better if you listen to things you enjoy. Do you love sports? Listen to English podcasts about sports. Are you a fan of cooking? Watch cooking shows in English. Do you like music? Listen to English songs. The more you enjoy what you're listening to, the more motivated you'll be to keep going. When learning is fun, it doesn't feel like work. A lot of people worry about accents when learning English. Maybe you've noticed that English speakers from different countries or regions have different accents. This can feel confusing at first, but here's the trick. The more you listen, the easier it becomes. Your brain is great at getting used to new sounds. At first, it might seem hard, but over time, you'll start to understand different accents without even thinking about it. Here's a tip. Don't just listen to one type of English. Try mixing it up. One day, listen to an American podcast. The next day, watch a British TV show. This helps you train your ear to understand English no matter who is speaking. It's like exercising different muscles. You get stronger and more flexible with practice. Now let's talk about why listening is so powerful. One of the biggest benefits is that it helps you learn real English. Textbooks are great for learning grammar, but they don't always teach you how people speak in everyday life. When you listen to English in real conversations, you learn the way people actually talk. You'll pick up common phrases, slang, and idioms that native speakers use every day, things you won't find in textbooks. For example, have you ever heard someone say, "It's a piece of cake"? If you only read that phrase in a book, you might think they're talking about dessert. But when you hear it in conversation, you'll learn that it actually means it's easy. Listening helps you understand these everyday phrases so you can sound more natural when you speak. Another great thing about listening is that it helps you understand tone and emotion. In English, how you say something can be just as important as the words you use. For example, if someone says, "That's great," they could be really happy, or they could be sarcastic. It all depends on their tone. By listening to real conversations, you'll start to pick up on these differences. You'll learn not just what people are saying, but how they feel when they say it. Listening also builds your confidence. The more you listen, the more you'll understand, and the more confident you'll feel when it's your turn to speak. Think of it like preparing for a test. The more you study, the more confident you feel on test day. It's the same with English. The more you listen, the more prepared you'll feel to have conversations. You might be thinking, what if I don't understand everything? That's okay. You don't need to understand every single word to get the main idea. Think about watching a movie in your native language. Do you catch every word? Probably not, but you still understand the story, right? It's the same with English. Focus on the overall meaning, not every word. Your brain is great at filling in the gaps, and over time, you'll start to understand more and more without even trying. Here's another helpful tip. If you're watching a TV show or a movie in English and you're having trouble following along, try using subtitles. This isn't cheating, it's actually a smart way to learn. Turn on the English subtitles and watch how the words match what you're hearing. Over time, you'll find that you need the subtitles less and less. Listening is also a fantastic way to learn new vocabulary. When you hear a new word in context, it's easier to remember. Let's say you're listening to a podcast and you hear the word procrastinate. Maybe you don't know what it means at first, but by hearing how it's used, you can guess that it means to delay or to put something off. This is called learning from context, and it's one of the best ways to build your vocabulary naturally. And don't forget about the real-life benefits of listening. If you plan to travel, work, or study in an English-speaking country, strong listening skills are a must. Imagine you're at a meeting, and your boss is giving important instructions. Or maybe you're at a restaurant trying to order food. If you can't understand what people are saying, you'll feel lost. But if you've been practicing your listening regularly, you'll be ready for anything. So what's the big takeaway here? Listening to English is one of the best things you can do to improve your language skills. It helps with pronunciation, vocabulary, and understanding real-life English. It boosts your confidence and makes speaking easier. And the best part is, you can do it anywhere, while you're driving, cooking, or even exercising. Now here's a challenge for you. Starting today, make listening to English a part of your daily routine. Even just 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a big difference. Find something you enjoy, whether it's a podcast, a TV show, or music, and start listening. You'll be amazed at how much progress you can make in a short amount of time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on our future videos. We have lots more content coming up to help you on your English learning journey. Also, drop a comment below and let me know what your favorite way to practice listening is. I'd love to hear from you.